It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It is IndyCar night on iRacing. Hello again, everyone. I'm Gary Gotzo, and welcome to P1's Broadcasting signature presentation of Round 5, Week 5 of Season 4 of 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series. Tuesday night top split coming to you from a track that's in legacy form, and actually we ran at this configuration back in the day at the Legacy Kentucky Speedway. This is the flatter version. As always, joining me in the booth is Luis Gonzalez-Nunez, hot off not getting a win in the Freedom 100 over an Elite Racing League. Oh, I know, but still, you have one more win than me. But also not with us tonight is Justin Petschauer. They got some storms going through the Vegas area, so it's just going to be me and LGN bringing you all the action here from Kentucky. 14 seconds left, about 10 seconds left now before we go racing. Welcome.
Pretty bad about the Freedom 100, but it was really excited to have a one try in the new Indy Light or Indy NXT or Indy Next or whatever its name around. So really cold track today in Texas, in Kentucky. Talking about Texas, I don't know why I have a Texas in my mind. Kentucky, so not really excited week for everyone, to be honest. It's really low, soft or straight to field. The only one big one winning yesterday, the first one by Adriano Papraporti. He won the first one. So that's it. They only 3.6K at the first one, but today it is the big one. So we are
4.9.
basically still in the tandem about that. So let's see what happened today.
4.9, the strength of field.
Oh yeah, today, yeah, for sure.
And Seb Alexander on the pole, the speed of 215 flat, the only car in the 215 neighborhood. Pinero right next to him with the 214.9. Then we have Purporti and Shadid on row 2. Clindy and Campbell, teammates on row 3. T. Rich coming from a little bit further back than he's used to. And that's 8th, actually. So that's, if you could say your worst starting spot is 8th, you're doing still pretty good. Miguel right next to him in row 4. Pizarro and Rush. Or if this was AEW, this would be Roosh in row 5. And then we have Ponto and Quilla in row 6. Murph and Baroni. Murph making a rare appearance here in row 7. Mitchum and Estrada. El Patron in row 8. Taylor and Povolonis, row 9. Stouffer. You don't see Stouffer in the top split races very often, but here he is. We should pay attention to him. And the prodigy, Indy Kirkenbauer. He is lined up in the 10th row. Moving on, we got Crash Neon and Daniel Hesje. And then we have Anna and Jesper bringing up the tail end of the field.
Yeah, 4.9. 4.9. The sort of field, like I just said. But like I said, the tandem of the resume of the week is just Tuesdays. That's the main when the championship is involved. Always I said before, it's just Monday. Monday at 7:15 when it's in winter, 8:15 when it's in summertime.
The other points, by the way.
Man, we're gonna get super close for the winter again.
Lindy, Seb, Tanner, your top 3. On the outside looking in for the podium, Campbell, Zier, Povolonis, Gilson, Pinero, Kirkenbauer, and Chop, a new name we haven't seen before in the points. And that is the points getting ready to go green.
Good to have a Tony Pizarro on the back there.
Yeah. Big jump by Seb. He started early, but I think he had a countdown with Pinero, and they're running off in turn 1.
Really? I hear really on Quilla. Oh, okay. I think I got on the front. Rush a little slow on the restart.
Top three to start this off. It's Seb, Pinero for Porty, 2 Brazilians, and a Swede. Trey Shadid in 4th, Campbell in 5th. Clindy side by side with T. Rich. There's a battle that we see quite a bit here. Seb Alexander, purple lap, 2:11.7. T. Rich, big run on the high side on Clindy.
Oh.
Getting right behind them, Pizarro, Miguel. Getting a little chippy.
Yeah. Kind of surprised about the Tony Pizarro exit on turn 2. So you almost have a contact over there. Wow, the close yeah, is not very nice, like Fraporte did on turn 3 and 4 with the Chadid. And for sure they don't care. That's what Chadid said. So, no good.
Already getting chippy out there.
Yeah.
Like probably a little bit of a Brazilian slide on for Porty. Cutting off. Look at Shadid actually giving him a little bit of extra room. Not really trusting the mailman there.
You don't want to get involved with in this. Just showing the. You have to show him in the track how your potential is. For sure.
2 real-world IndyCar liveries going at it. Caden Rush in the Pelot throwback, and then we got Miguel in the Helio Castro. We're going to go 3 wide of the 1. Pizarro's going to get split. Whoa, and this is a great thing about this track. It's nice and wide.
Oh, no. Oof.
But still, it's 3 wide in open-wheel IndyCars, and Pizarro just slices. So something happened to the feed.
Oh, you lost back. You're not here.
I'm out?
You're out. I think I see you connection
I'm
drop
back.
And are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I can see you. Okay. I see Gary over here. It's like a DC in my screen.
All right, well, we'll work on that. I can see cars on the track. All right, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to close the overlay. This is weird. I'm not looking at any skips at all on my machine. So
I know you're still live.
Yeah.
And we have a yellow on the track.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go up to. We'll do this. We'll do a B-roll here of the track, and we will exit and see if we can get back into this thing.
I can tell you the incident what's happened.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So Tony Pizarro on turn 3 have a contact with Miguel.
Yeah, we were just watching that battle too.
So they have a contact from behind. I see you connected now. So that's the contact with Tony Pizarro on turn 3, and Pizarro should be good to go. He have a repairs, so nothing bad for him.
All right, so we'll get back into this. The funny thing is that the feed never dropped. The stream never dropped. I'm watching on another screen.
You know what? When you say something, you say something or something as you say in between about the battle with somebody, and I hear you cut a little bit in Discord, and then you're back, and then I saw the DC and the screen out here. Are you good?
I tell you what, if my wife and daughter out there watching Dancing with the Stars is what's kicked me off, I'm not going to be happy. Damn Dancing with the Stars. Jesus. All right. I think we're back.
Yeah, good.
All right, so we will get back into, here we go.
Okay, so in between, I can tell you, Seb Alexander coming to the pits, Clendy, Murphy, Rush, Estrada, Borbolones, Indy, Neon, Recce, and Peroni came to the pits. So it's just Adriano, the started for, well, the first guy to 4-8 is Taquila, stay out. Ponto, Stoffer, Klemek, Jasper Orman, they stay out for now.
Yeah, they're going
Basically,
for the big track position, yeah. And I do have stats, so my stats have not gone on, have not been interrupted. So, all right, so let's get back into this thing. We are under caution here at lap 13. Going to go green next time by. Sorry about that, but thanks for sticking with us. This is the P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split. And if you respect the stream and me putting up with laggy connection, which that is awfully odd. I have not had that in a very long time. But please do us a solve. Make sure you support us by subscribing, would you? And while we're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you miss out on future broadcasts that hopefully will not lag out either. But there we are. Last time we were here, we were at the newer version of this track, Season 3 of 2025, Round 10, Week 10. It was a 49.87. Pinero won by 6 seconds over Seb Alexander, so it's how he kind of started this race as well. Tony Pizarro finished third. Pizarro, unfortunately, already out on this one. Season 4, 2024, Round 9, Week 9, we had a 36.77 strength of field. Brian Campbell won over Guillermo Miguel by 58 thousandths of a second. Clindy was third. And then in Season 3 of 2024, Week 6, Round 6, back at Legacy, Kentucky again, a 47.06. Trost over Oster by 78 thousandths of a second. And King Robert in third, only 86 thousandths of a second back from that battle. We're back green, and for Porty and Richards, actually, it was Campbell and for Porty, side by side, coming off of corner 2 down the backstretch.
Yeah, and Campbell just pull away for Fraporti. Yeah, you don't want to stay close to Fraporti. I don't have nothing against. I raced with him. Not good experience, but he want to stay in front. He want to keep at the position, and the best is try to get in the edge on the to the accident. So, and that's making intimidate a lot. That's make you like afraid to do something like, or make it pass. So that's the thing.
Purple lap for Jesper that time by, and Strada won up some the teammates. But watching the battle between T. Rich and Matt Taylor, last week's winner at Richmond. Clindy on the high side of Stouffer. Great, she did. Purple lap.
Oh no, have a contact Guillermo Miguel with Fraporti by netcode in turn 2. And everyone avoid him. And no yellow. If it's
he stopped it on the racetrack. He wants
he
yellow.
He wanted through the yellow. He wanted through the yellow, and there's gonna be a report. Oh, he just towing now. Man. That's no good thing.
Yeah, we'll go back and we'll actually go back a little bit in time on Miguel here and show you just he's sitting on the racetrack. Watch it. He comes off and he hits the wall and he just, okay, I'm going to come to a complete stop here. And we'll just play it in real time here. And he just comes to a rest, and he actually kind of goes at an angle on the backstretch, waits.
Battle.
And no. You need to tow, actually. That's just be fair. Battle for the lead. Trace it in, and Pinero slices down in front of Trace. And I guess this is a good time as any to talk about what we got coming up later this week because it's going to be a huge race for Pinero on Thursday night, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Elite Racing Network, 15th running of the Rebelist Photography Indianapolis 500 and the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. And he's lining up 12th. He's been on the front row for the last couple of years. Now he's decided he would just line up 12th and not have to worry about the fuel mileage aspect of winning an Indy 500. He's just going to run with a teammate in the back and bring himself forward and try to not to do it by outrunning everybody. Try to do it by outthinking everybody this time. I think that's his approach this time in the Indy 500.
That's a lot of approach. It's like try to go into the front and try to be close with Clendy and try to working together as a team and try to win the championship that day. If the mathematical stuff and calculation stuff could be in favor of him. So it's a lot of mix of stuff, but it's great average, the poleman on this week in the 50 running.
And Chris Albrecht as your pole sitter going into the big race. It's Albrecht, Jordan Owens, and Chad Frankenfield on the front row for...
Talking about Owen. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's 5 years cancer-free, yes.
Yeah, nice. Daniel Richard battled with Fraporti. Daniel Richard went to the outside. Fraporti closed the door, and now he made the pass on turn 3.
Biggest mover right now is Jesper Orman. He's in 8th spot. He's up 13 positions. He has not stopped yet. In fact, Pinero has not stopped. In fact, the first 6 has not stopped. Seb Alexander is the first car that has stopped. He is up to 7th. Right there. If you're enjoying P1's coverage of the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split and respect the stream, please do us a solid. If you're unable to donate to the broadcast, please do us the next best thing and support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like to help the algorithm and click that bell so you don't miss out on future iRacing broadcasts. We're here at Legacy, Kentucky in the early stages at lap 26 of 75. I'm going to guess here, though, the window is going to be open to get to the end here very shortly. For those that haven't stopped. Those that have stopped, they all stopped on lap 12. It's a little bit early, but can they conserve enough to get to the end?
So yeah, the leaders at 27 until Tanner Richard. Seb Alexander is the only one with 16 in the top 10. You have advantage over there.
Watching a battle between two bona fide top split winners, Richards and Taylor. I got a good feeling about Seb Alexander today, if he can get to the end.
It could be go to the end, yes, it could be. Who knows?
I'm on the outside of Taylor. These wide, flat corners. This is the configuration that IndyCar last ran on when they came here. IndyCars ran here 12 times from 2000 actually to 2011. Back to 2011 finish with Ed Carpenter edging out Dario Franchitti. Still ranks as one of the top 10 closest finishes here in IndyCar history. The margin of victory was 98 thousandths of a second. Track record held by Sarah Fisher with a speed of 221.3 set in 2002. The IndyCar wins leaders here held by a pair of Indy 500 winners. Buddy Lazier, Sam Hornish each have 2 wins here. The last IndyCar race at Kentucky was mentioned in 2011, and that was the last race ever, official race ever, with the IR05 or the IR09 chassis, which is actually the oldest legacy chassis, IndyCar chassis that is on this service, and what is currently used by the Classic IndyCar Series.
Steph Alexander side by side.
Today is a fixed setup race. It's a 1.5-mile D-shaped oval, 75 laps, 112.5 iRacing miles. No fast repairs, 3 sets of tires, 1 in the car, 2 in the pits. We anticipate really only 1 stop with a 45-mile-per-hour pit road speed limit.
Then trouble, Tanner Richard, he loses 2 positions in 1 lap. Almost there now. He will adjust it with Jasper. And now it's Seb Alexander going for Adriano Fraporti.
Yeah, 2 teammates and 2 associative teammates working with each other to help with each other in the draft down the straights. That's Jesper. Technical teammates in Seb Alexander. Tanner Richards in the pit road. This will be his one and only scheduled stop. He's in a little early. He might be going for trying a bit of an undercut here.
Like Brando Trost like that stuff. But the only thing, the problem is when somebody mess in the track and make everyone missing the stuff. So it's a lot of fingers crossed about this big decision.
Pinero now the leader by 2.2 seconds over Trey Shadid. Campbell up into that 3rd spot. Campbell right on the 6 of Shadid. And Campbell does have a pretty good record here. He has won at this track before, albeit in the newer configuration in both the Vote of Indy Oval Series and in the Season 4 2024 we mentioned in the top split. He got a win here as well. Who's also winner this Sunday in the Vote of Indy Oval Series at Las Vegas.
Nice.
Matt Taylor, pit road.
Yes. Oh, it's side by side, Clendy and Fraporti. My. Look at that Fraporti, how is he doing? Getting close, so don't leave him Clendy make the turn properly. Once again, look at that, how close it's going, just for that reason. But nope, this is the turn for Clendy, so make a good job on that.
Looking out the Clendy cam. And if you participate in the top split, you can get yourself your own cam if you put it on your paint job.
Spot Jasper Orman. Man.
And there is Jesper. He is around Seb Alexander. They are technical teammates. In fact, 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Caution, never mind. We'll get back to that here in a second. And I'm not sure. Fraporti
and Anna Klemek. Oh no, Anna Klemek by himself because he found it Fraporti on the track. He have a contact with. Oh, we have a contact with Murphy.
Oh, and he just gets loose and goes into Murphy.
Oh, and Anna Klemek tried to go on the inside.
Oh,
outside,
and just ran out of room. Just ran out of room. What the lucky driver here is Casey Provolones. We'll go back and watch this from Provolones' point of view. Here's Provolones. He's just now at the start finish line, so the wreck is going to happen right in front of him.
Ooh. Cool.
I think it's these two. I think those 2 cars right there. And you're going to see he gets loose and goes right into the side of him. Now watch Provolones. He's just going to keep going this way. And then just slowly this door starts to shut. And whoa, pucker factor right there.
So some people thinking about it, well, she have a lot of to figure out where she can go. But the only way it is, you think the car is gonna stay on the track on the middle, or it's gonna go slow to the left, but it's going fast. So and that you have only 1 second to make the decision, maybe even a half a second actually, to decide where you're gonna have to go.
So interesting, Murph staying out. He's going to have to come to pit road. Trainer Richards and Matt Taylor are currently trapped a lap down until Murph comes to pit road. He's just staying out to get some TV time, I guess. But second caution of the race. He'll have to come to pit road this time. He has a meatball. Also for Porty with the meatball too, and that might be another reason why Mark's wanting to stay out, is he doesn't want to get beat by Fraporti. And I think he's coming to pit road. So this is what's going to happen is now Richards and here we go. We see Richards. Well, he thought he was getting the wave around. He started to take off. I think he'll get the wave around here. Richards and Taylor will get the wave around, and that will give the lead back to Pinero. Here we go. So we'll reset the field here. Oops. I want to do that. I want to do this. And if you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, coming to you from Legacy, Kentucky. We've now completed 43 of 75 laps. If you're enjoying our coverage of tonight's race and would like to monetarily support us, please find the link to our GoFundMe campaign in the stream description. It's also pinned in chat. You can also send us super chats as well. We realize times are tough, so any donation, no matter the amount, is greatly appreciated. After this race, do not forget, if you want some more wheel-to-wheel, open-wheel oval action, how about the Indy Next cars at Dover? Immediately following this stream, don't go anywhere. We'll automatically redirect you to Jacob Collins and his coverage of the Indy Next Oval Series at Dover. Getting ready to go green. It's Pinero, Shadid, Campbell, Alexander, and Orman. Then we also got Clindy, Quilla, Ponto in 8th, Povolonis in 9th, and Crash Neon in 10th.
Campbell, it's going to be open race for everyone.
Campbell attacking Shadid to the inside, coming into 3. Also now is a good time to announce, as Clindy gets around Orman, that Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Indy, well, I don't want to say Indy NXT. That's just me because I'm a wrestling fan. It's Indy Next. I always try to remind myself it's Indy Next. As Pinero trying to help out Campbell coming down the backstretch. The Indy Next qualifying series for the Indy Pro Series, sponsored by Thrustmaster. Second split races are going to be right here on P1 for the qualifying portion of the campaign. So that's going to be 7 races. We posted it today on the channel. You can set a reminder for it already, as we now have Shadid attacking Pinero. But 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, the Indy Next Car qualifying series at Long Beach, round 1, race 1 of the championship to just make the Pro Series will be right here, second split. Now it'll be Jacob Collins on the call. So if you have a friend in the second split that didn't make the top split, tune in here and we will be carrying the second split. Battle a little bit further back, Estrada attacking Crash Neon. The battle of the 2 orange cars.
I'm thinking about it. Pinheiro and Treshadid knows how to make the pass now and have to come in close, because it's only maybe 12 to 15 laps when you can make the pass, because after that the tire is getting put you back, because it's the degradation and they attempted to make the pass. So that's what Treshadid tried to do. It's run away now.
Tanner Richards making some hay in the back, getting around Baroni. Taylor and the Prodigy battling it right behind him. Gopher and Mitchum. Gopher in that 4D car. Mitchum in the rocket pop. Ooh, big twitch by Pizarro behind him. Oh, he caught it.
We have a new leader.
Trey Shadid, your leader. And now, here comes Campbell. How much do you battle your teammate? 2 Rogue Racing drivers right there, and a third in the picture. Here comes Clindy. In fact, we got Rogue Racing in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and their technical teammate, IAR teammate, in 6th. Tyquilla Rogue in 7th. Estrada and Rogue in 10th. So the Rogue guys have been sharpening their skills here on the Legacy Kentucky layout, and back to the front Pinero goes. Could this be a good sign for Pinero for the upcoming 500? Also in the 500 will be Clindy. Clindy will be starting at fast 12. Seb Alexander will be starting 33rd. Oh, big move by Trey Shadid to the inside over Pinero.
I know.
Yeah, Chris Albrecht on the pole, Jordan Owens in the middle of the front row, Chad Frankenfeld on the outside of front row, Ryan Schold, Andrew Wood, the Prodigy, Brian Blauman on row 2, Tyler Fode, Gavin Hibbs, Hunter Ingrave, also one of the Rogue Racing teammates. He is in row 3. Then we got Clindy,
wow.
Justin Vandermarl. There's Clindy right there. Justin Vandermarl does some of the graphics here for our channel. He's in row 4. Pinero on row 4, on the outside of row 4. Then we got Trey Edson, Hunter Smith, Wags on row 5, Leighton Norgard, R.C. Anderson, that's the actual IndyCar driver that has actual world Indy 500 experience. He's on row 6 there between Leighton Norgard and Michael Hosick. And look at this battle. Oh!
And you know what? All of this make the favor of Seb Alexander and Jasper coming to that body, basically.
Now they're back in order now. Trey Holmes, A.J. Hobson, Jonathan Cutlip on row 7. Bailey Mills, Takeshi Kida, Colin Heil on row 8. Victor Aldrich, Ethan Stanley, Neji Camargo, row 9. Row 10, Jacob Adams, Shane Coker, Joshua Adams on row 10. Then James Watson, Edson Toole, and Seb Alexander on row 11. That is Thursday night, Elite Racing Network, 7:45. All the pomp and circumstance. We're going to have, we'll have Mark Janes, the voice of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Radio Network, the voice of the 500. He will give the commands to start engines. We'll have Big Jim himself actually singing back home again in Indiana. Yes. Keep going.
I don't know. That's it. That's all I know.
When you dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, how I long for my Indiana home.
So I assuming, oh yeah, so my Adriano Pinheiro almost have a contact with Trey Shadid. Something happened. Oh, losing in turn 3 and 4, Adriano. That's why he went back.
And he's still got some time. We're running out of time, though, as these laps are really going to count down fast. 16 to go. Clindy has fought 6 spots to the front, and he is your leader, but there's still a battle behind him between Trey Shadid. And how long is Brian Campbell going to be a rear gunner before he decides he wants to engage now?
I think have to move it now because
I think so. You're right.
Away.
Yep.
Clindy's going away, and okay. Yeah, he knows. Wow. He knows it's a 201 handicap scenario over here. Trey Shadid said that, and then coming 301. It's like this match wrestling match with 301. So it's,
A handicap match. It's a handicap match. That's what it is.
It is a very handicap match. Look at that. It's coming Piñero over there with the 4-1. Without counting, just put off the back.
Hey, December P1 Broadcasting becomes a primetime home for Today at the 500, sponsored by Oil and Gas Safety Supply, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. The last kiss of the bricks for 2025 is going to start right here. The countdown is on, so pucker up. Don't miss a second of the action. Like, share, and subscribe to stay locked in, and we will see you in December when we start practicing for real. We had an open practice on Sunday, when we start practicing for real for this PRI Hoosier 500.
Yeah, Marco Aurelio, Brazil. Marco Aurelio. I don't know why he put Brazil in there, but just put, remember he's from Brazil. But Marco Aurelio make the first in the first practice with 60 exactly today, 60 days for Christmas.
80 people have signed up, and if you're still looking to sign up, head on over to thehoosier500.com. You could sign up to be part of the biggest sim race for IndyCar for the year. And the most prestigious. Tanner Richards. Tanner Richards is out of the race. He is dropped like me as well.
Is he disconnected?
Yeah, I don't know if he dropped or he just decided that he was going to. Chris Stouffer's out. So something, I don't know what happened to Stouffer.
Stoffer went to the pit and he's out. Tanner Richard pulled to the pits. He went direction to the pit and came out of the race.
So
in which race do you remember to see 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5? The same or almost the same team?
Never. No, there's never. I don't think. I don't think Andretti, because it'd have to be Andretti, and then because they normally had all the cars, and then it would be one of the teams working with Andretti, and I can't think of a situation where there's been Andretti, and then teams working with Andretti behind them. So, I mean, right now, if Ty Quilla can get around Trey Shadid, the Rogue Satellite Alliance, which is the technical alliance between Rogue Racing, with 8 to go here, Rogue Racing, Indy Alliance Racing, and Satellite Racing, would control the top 7 spots right now. And that's if Quilla can get around Trey Shadid. Trace right now is the only one breaking up that party.
Yeah, I thought it's kind of awkward, this situation about
whoa!
What's supposed to do? I leave you pass, you're more faster than me, but Campbell, don't go to the apron. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Happened to me with all my teammates and the same track, and it's like I'm more faster than you, but I think you need to the point for the championship. So what's supposed to do? I stay here or just like make the pass? So it's hard.
Well, Jacob says Rogue Racing at Atlanta Race 2 a couple seasons ago. He remembers that one pretty well. So we must have had a top 5 or top 6 sweep. I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe it's something on the PRI and in real life, like a.
Yeah, I can't think of a situation in real life. I mean, the team with the cars really typically in most recent contemporary IndyCar history, coming to 4 to go this time, is Andretti Autosport or Andretti Motorsport. Ganassi really hasn't had more than 3 or 4. Penske really hasn't had more than 3 or 4.
But some like, for example, again, Formula One, they have this engine supplies.
Oh, yeah. Big run by Jesper on the bottom to get to the bottom step against Seb.
It's like,
not done yet.
One McLaren, but it was Honda supplied, or McLaren, but one Mercedes supplied. And then you see another one is like, Mercedes have over here too. So it's a mixed stuff.
Coming to 2 to go this
think
time, and Clindy's starting to pull away. Jesper Orman now battling with Seb. 2 ex-IAR guys right there. But Clindy, this is a 4.9K strength of field. This is just shy of 5K. His chief rivals in the championship, Tanner Richards, is out. Coming to the white flag. This is going to be a big win for Clindy. Here comes Orman underneath Campbell. White flag in the air this time by. Campbell stood big move by Campbell and Orman. Here comes Clindy to the line. Yet another win for the man representing Taiwan. Jesper Orman comes home second. Brian Campbell in third.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, the same team, or maybe association, or maybe.
No, Tyquilla got around Trey Shadid, so the top 6 is all part of the alliance.
Top 10 with Estrada and 9. So, yeah, a lot of people there. Let's make one split with all of these guys.
Hey, if you got the I rating to make the split, there you go. And the pink car during the month of October gets the dub. You noticed our
take a picture with all of these 6. Nice.
Look at all of them. How they did not touch one another. Okay, there they go.
It's so funny.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my.
And they're just banging wheels. Clindy with the win. Jesper Orman comes home second in a rare appearance in the top split. Brian Campbell third. Seb Alexander fourth. Pinero in fifth. Tyquilla sixth. Tracy Shadid in seventh. Matthew Ponto, you should shout him out. He had himself a good run, and it was quietly in the top 10 the entire race pretty much. Ponto finishes 8th. Estrada 9th. Crash Neon in 10th. Bizarra Povolonas and Daniel Hesche, top 13. We got Taylor Mitchum and Kirkenbauer in the top 16 there. And then we got Baroni, Richards, Stouffer, and Proporti, the top 20. And then because of that incident on the backstretch, Murph, Klimek, and then Rush and Miguel, the one we missed earlier when we dropped. Fortunate for them. Lucky they got no replay of it.
For Rush, we'll have an incident with Christopher. Stoffer a little bit like loose on turn 2, and Rush went to the back and hit the wall and went to repair and retired the car. So, yeah, 37 minutes race. I think it's gonna be unfair to give you a Jasper Oma with 22 spot, so it's gonna be Crash Neon with 11, the driver of the day, the night of the race.
I have to cue replays the hard way, so give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right.
I can tell you, we talked about yesterday about baseball. The Dodgers won the first one.
All right. The stat line I normally show, which is where they started, where they finished, the high and the low, that's not showing up correctly. So we're just going to show their names, and actually we will see how many laps they led. We do have that stat, so all good. And then we will get on out of here pretty quick because we want to send you to Dover to watch the Indy Next cars on the high-banked 1 mile oval. That's going to be fun. All right, let's get off the B-roll here. And let's remind everybody to give us the old thumbs up. I'll do the like, share, and subscribe. Yep, there we go. And donate. Yeah, that's what we want people to donate as well. And let's get into the room here. And let's bring in Brian Campbell. And here is Brian Campbell joining us. Brian, you really like this place, whether it be the old Kentucky or the new Kentucky, although I think you prefer the new Kentucky home. You've got the wins there, but you got the podium here today in a nice thrilling battle with Jesper there at the end. You know, being that you're in real IndyCar racing yourself, rule 1 of racing your teammate is thou shalt not wreck your teammate, and rule 2 is see rule 1. So what's it like racing wheel to wheel with Jesper, and knowing that, well, first of all, he's not going to wreck you, but also knowing that you also want to give a little bit of extra room there just in case that the European net code comes out and reaches out and grabs you.
Yeah, I've actually been a part of a real life race where teammate wrecked out teammate, and let me tell you, it is not fun. It is it's a blast racing with them. You know, you would actually think I race them, you know, I should say less aggressively, but I think I actually race them more aggressively. Every single guy in that top 5, I have so much trust in. I know we're going to race smart. I know we're going to race clean. And any accident will be just that, an accident. So, I mean, I don't know how it looked on the broadcast. I was racing him really hard, really close. At the end there, Clendy was feeding whichever one gave him the best chance to win dirty air. It was, you know, we may be teammates, but man, we weren't racing like it. You know, we know implicitly with all of our skill level that we won't do anything too crazy and crash into each other. So we make some aggressive moves, but we do it cleanly. You know, we make it smart. Every move we make, I think, is a logical decision behind it, and that prevents us from crashing. And that's what creates just great racing like that. I mean, just the 4 of us battling it. Honestly, Jesper got me on the final lap there, and just it's one of those where you get so mad you get past, but you're almost so happy. It was so good racing, though. You're really conflicted. It's just so much fun. I really hope you guys felt it on the broadcast like we did there on track.
Well, congratulations on just keeping on the podium there. You were up front for pretty much the entire day, so you kept it there, and you finished there. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, it's always really cool to come up here and get on the podium. You know, I don't have nearly as much time to practice, so when I do these races, I'm doing it on next to no practice. So I take a lot of pride in, you know, when I do run good, because it's you know, it's not easy to do in this. But shout out to everyone watching. Just shout out to the broadcast. They always make these so much fun, and the reason you guys are the reason we have such high quality races. You know, it's why the high SOFs come out. So as always, a huge shout out to you guys for doing these broadcasts. I really appreciate it.
Well, we thank you. We appreciate you showing up. I want to thank you and everybody though at the high, because we got a 4.9 today. Everyone with the I ratings decided to come out on a Monday night, and yeah, we can't have it without you guys. And thanks for being here. Congrats on the P3. Maybe we will see you in a week. Of course, the big race of the season next week, Indianapolis. I suppose we'll see you there. But if not, we'll catch you at the next one.
I hope so, and hopefully I can actually practice for that one. I really want to win that one badly. So
I bet you do. Well, take care.
We'll see you guys there.
All right, Brian Campbell. Let's get in. Let's change this graphic here because he didn't lead any laps, but he was up front all day today. Let's bring in Jesper Orman. And here is Jesper Orman, hot off his U.S. tour back home. Congratulations on the P2, and we don't see you very often in the lineup anymore, but a good race for you. Started from the rear and brought it all the way to the front. A little bit of pit, and strategy of also staying out and picking up some track position, improved 19 spots. P2 at the end, and a nice duel with Brian.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, you're right. I just came back from the US yesterday, so I'm still on like Eastern time, which is nice when you want to race these big softs. 4.9K. Thank you everyone who came out. I mean, yeah, got lucky with the early yellow. I knew I had safe tires, so I was just hoping that as many as possible would pit, and actually more people pitted than I thought they would. And turned out that I had conserved those tires pretty well because I was running really well there in the mid stint, up to I think it was P4. Then we had that other yellow come out. Started P5 and caught a bit sleeping there on the restart. Kyle got me on the inside, and then just tried everything to get past those guys. But I mean, we're teammates also, so you gotta show them respect. And well, it was all fun and yeah, what can I say? Just
Well, I
great.
mean, talk about, I mean, since you're just back and you have some fresh memories. I mean, you did good in the race. We saw the battle there with Brian, but you got a chance to visit the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the first time. What was it like going underneath the tunnel there off of 16th Street, and you go underneath and then you roll out on the other side, and then you're inside the huge arena itself? And I don't think TV does it justice to really tell you the scale of the place. What did you think the first time you drove underneath that tunnel and come out on the other side? What did you think when you rose on the other side and you had the Hall of Fame Museum in front of you?
I mean, first of all, gotta thank Mark Murphy for going all the way from South Bend to Chicago, picking me up, taking me down to Indianapolis Speedway. Took, I mean, he was on the road for I don't know how many hours, but he did that for me, which I'm ever grateful for. I mean, we came down to, I think it was Main Street. No, we actually came. Not sure, really sure, but we like once I saw the stands,
Mm-hmm.
I got these goosebumps, and I was like tearing up a little bit. And Mark asked me something. I don't know what it was. He asked me. I was like, "Sorry, dude, I just can't talk now. I just gotta compose myself." He's like, "That's fine, that's fine." And then we, I kind of managed to compose myself a little bit and drove under that tunnel. And to be honest, I mean, it was a great day. It was like 70 outside. It was just beautiful. It felt natural. It felt like I've been there before almost, but I hadn't. But like I knew it was gonna be huge, but to be able to stand at the south vista and like all the way down to the north vista, I mean, you can barely see it. It's so far away. You have to see it for yourself in order to
Mm-hmm.
understand how big that place is. And the museum, I mean, it was beautiful. Yeah, just the incredible generosity by Mark. I'm never gonna be able to pay him back.
Any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors that you want to give us before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean, Mark, he not only took me there, he also told me everything about the speedway. Like we went on the tour. He told me stuff that the tour guide had no idea about, which was awesome. He got me into the museum for free. We managed to set the fastest lap times in the sim rig in there. Uh, I got to see Marcus's car. I didn't get to see the Seam car though, the New Gardens car. But yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, and then he drove me back those 3 hours, and like he had to work the morning after. Just like, oh wait, we went to Charlie Brown's, and that was the best damn burger I've ever had. I think that's just beautiful,
probably
gorgeous.
probably very unhealthy for you, but I've heard they have the best, really some good food there.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was yeah, just an unbelievable experience. Hopefully, I will be back in maybe 2027. I hope.
All right, fingers crossed. Hopefully, I'm not getting hammered by work. Last week was an awful work week for me, but hey, good to have you here. Good to have you here and participating part of the top split. And congrats on the P2, and we'll catch you at the next one. It is Indianapolis next week, so maybe we see you again next week.
Yes, let's go.
All
I'll be there.
right. Jesper Orman up on the wheel already for next week. That is the Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce best advertisement right there for if you want to come to Indianapolis to see the Speedway and how much of a religious experience it is for a lot of these drivers that are so far away that drive these cars in a virtual sense to see the place for real. Right there, I don't think that can speak any more testimony to what you have to do one of these days to get that off your bucket list. Here is Clindy. Clindy, congratulations. Sorry, we were getting the reactions of Jesper from the first time he walked or drove underneath the tunnel at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, something that you've done before, but a big win for you here today. And now we're getting into the midway point of this championship, and you're starting to establish yourself now as one of the drivers to look for in the second half of this season.
Yeah, Gary, the ball does not lie. I got robbed twice this weekend with really bogus, unsafe entry penalties. When my mom was here, I was trying to win so bad for her, with her here watching in person, and I sent her to the airport this morning, and she landed just in time to watch me win tonight. So luckily, no green flag pit stops for me to mess up, but this one's for my mom. I love my mom. This one's for Mama Paula. She's in the chat. She's my #1 fan. So, yeah, Kentucky is abbreviated as KY. My name is Kyle. Starts with KY. Why not? I beat the winner of the Votive Indy Derby. I beat Jesper. Like, I beat all my teammates, all of my affiliate teammates. Those guys were throwing haymakers. We were racing each other clean. Oh, man, that was so much fun. I hope you guys had as much fun watching that as we had doing it.
Led 17 laps en route for the win. Next up is a big week for you. In fact, 2 big races in Indianapolis. You got the first one on Thursday. That will be also with Lewis and I in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. You're lining up in the Fast 12 there. You already got 1 win this season in the Elite Racing League, looking for another one to back that up. I imagine you're going to be playing rear gunner to help out your teammate Adriano Pinero a little bit. But then next week, we're right back at Indianapolis again here in the Indy Oval Series. So I would imagine, it kind of almost feels like May a little bit all over again.
Yeah, I mean, October is month 10, May is month 5. It's just double May.
Right.
So 2 Indy weekends or 2 Indy races with a lot of chips on the line. So we'll push them all there. We'll go all in. And on Thursday, I'm definitely going to be playing podium step number 2, unless something happens, unfortunately, to Seb or to Adriano. But yeah, I want to do whatever I can to make sure he has every crown jewel from that series and make sure he can secure that championship.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. Anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, first and foremost, thanks to everyone who runs the Votive Racing League. Shane Coker puts on an amazing show every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. We're going to be at Milwaukee this next week. Please come and race that track. Jacob Collins will be so happy if you come and register and race at Milwaukee. It'll be awesome. It'll be a fun time, I promise. Robert Malechka III puts a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into those setups to make sure we have a good time. And we're going to make Milwaukee as fun as it can be. Thanks to advanced.gg, where you can get your water supplements for energy, hydration, and focus. Go to advanced.gg and check out with promo code CLENDYSENDY with a capital K and a capital S, and you'll get 15% off your order. Thanks to the fine folks at Techtopia Systems who help put on this Tuesday night broadcast every single week. LGN in the booth with Gary. You guys do a great job. We've got the Indy Next broadcast starting in just a moment here. So if you could go tune in and watch the Indy Next cars at Dover, Jacob Collins will love that too. So do whatever it takes to make Jacob happy. And of course, shout out to all of my teammates and affiliate teammates, whether they be at IAR or Satellite. It's always a blast to race with everyone down the roster, and to see, I think we had 7 or 8 cars in the top 10 today, makes you think it's all coming together. We're putting all the pieces in the right place to build a super team for the Hoosier 500, and shout out to everybody who runs that, and see if we can not sweep the podium there, because that would be a real big coming out party for us, because we're putting in the work, that's for sure.
That's a good segue to run the ad there, so we'll just put that on the screen. Kyle, congrats. I don't know if you're going to be running Dover, but we'll let you go, and so you can get going there. But we'll see you on Thursday night, and then we'll see you next Tuesday, both times in Indianapolis.
Yeah, you'll see me Thursday night on the podium for sure. So
he's feeling good. He's feeling good. All right, Clindy. We'll see you there. He's out. He drops himself out of here. Real quick, LGN, we only have about 5 minutes before the broadcast starts for Dover, and we want to send everybody there. Just stick with the stream, everybody. It will auto redirect you. If you have autoplay turned on or enabled in your browser or your player, you will automatically go to it. If you don't, the first icon or the first thumbnail you see after we're completed here will be for Dover and the Indy next cars, and you want to check that out. Final thoughts, Lewis, and then it's really this is kind of leading up to a big Indianapolis week for us starting Thursday. But Clindy starts off the week pretty good here, getting a win. Pinero faded here, and it almost, I hate to say it like a Pinero fashion. I mean, it's just so fast. And I think he either damaged his car or just burnt up his tires, and he's still got a top 5 out of the thing, but he can't afford to do that here on Thursday if he wants to get that elusive Indy 500 win. But at least this time, he has Clindy and Hunter and Seb out there to help him, and maybe a little bit extra help will turn this P5 that he got today into a P1 on Thursday.
No, actually, this race is like... it's not a big deal, to be honest. He lost the car in turn 3 or 4. Turn 4, sorry. Turn 3. I think so. No, in the end, when he coming into the turn 3, he have this loose and he put the car again straight and he finished on 5th. So, but to be honest, these races is just for keep racing, keep going, keep racing with friends, be in the championship round. But it's not a different mentality about 200 laps in Indianapolis. It's really different mentality when you have that stuff. So it's a lot of things we have to talk about Indianapolis on Thursday. But simple as this is, like Clindy said, we want to basically. That's what I understand my mind. So basically, they want to help him to win that race and maybe clinch the championship with 3 to go before Mexico, Michigan, and Gateway. So a lot to talk about, but this race was pretty good. Unfortunately for Pinheiro, the yellow flag put him back with 2 or 3 seconds ahead of everyone. But was a good race. Good for Clindy, top on the championship on the top, and then second for now is Seb Alexander, and third one is Tanner Richards. So in close is coming Brian Campbell with less than 100 points in the 4th place. So see you for sure this Thursday 7:45 on Indianapolis, and see you next week from Indianapolis also too, with the Fixed Series.
Yeah, and I appreciate everyone for sticking with us with the technical issue. It happens. Doesn't happen very often, but it happens. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Legacy, Kentucky. Kyle Clinworth. Clindy gets the win here and is now starting to secure his position as the leader in the points championship. Jesper Orman, fresh off his trip to the Cathedral of All Racing here in Indianapolis, comes home in second, and Brian Campbell comes home in third with a classic duel with Jesper there at the end. Join us again next week for round 6, week 6 of season 4 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series. iRacing IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split as the teams and drivers head to the world's most famous race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, for the second of 3 crown jewel events. Can Adriano Pinheiro win the second jewel that he's after here in the Triple Crown? He won earlier in the season. Can he win that one at Indianapolis and then go to Pocono for the Triple Crown on November 10th? We'll tune in to find out. Coverage begins around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's 8:15 p.m. Eastern. And remember, as always, for the correct broadcast time in your area, you find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/FP1 Broadcasting. Hey, we love bringing these races to you, but not easy. Require time and money to produce. If you share our passion for the sport of IndyCar and enjoyed our coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, please take time to visit our GoFundMe page. The link is in the description. It's also pinned in chat. You can also send us super chats as well and donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. We realize times are tough, so any contribution we greatly appreciate it. We want to thank you for watching and make us part of your Tuesday evenings each and every week. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not an easy one, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of P1's other iRacing programming, including right now, it's the iRacing Indy Next Oval Series currently underway at Dover. You'll find the stream live right on our channel, or just stay tuned right after we end this one, and you'll be redirected to the new feed. Promotional consideration is paid for by the following: Simrat Market, your go-to source for iRacing paint templates and broadcast resources. From clean base liveries to pro-level design assets, Simrat Market has everything you need to build your brand on track. So visit simratmarket.com. Download Customize Race. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Sim Cams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram. The links you need are in the description. For business inquiries, to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook. You can follow us on X and Instagram, and you can follow all of our social links on Linktree. You can check those out in the description. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1, I'm Gary Gatto saying, oh, good night. And thanks for watching. And all of our men and women serving in the military and its first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again next week right here in Indy, my hometown, for the next race up, the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split right here on P1. Good night, everybody. Stay tuned for Indy Next.